Well, what a pleasure. Dave Koz, welcome. Wave 98.3. Great to see you.
Thank you very much for having me. Nice to see you too, Vickie.
I'm so excited about talking to you about the cruise next year. And I'm so excited that I asked our listeners to text in questions. If they had some questions for you, I got them right here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
let's just go right to it. Okay. So Lynn from Burnaby Heights, she wants to know what makes the MS Rotterdam so luxurious and special.
Well, thank you very much for your question, Lynn. And the Rotterdam is a brand new ship. It is the flagship of the Holland America line. And this is a partner that we've used quite extensively in our near 20-year history of doing cruises. And for this special cruise, which happens next summer in 2025, we wanted to up the game because we've been doing this for a long time and we've had great ships, beautiful ships. But this one is sort of the state of the art. It's got like 12 different restaurant options. It has incredible pools. It has incredible suites and staterooms. It is like from the Holland America perspective, it is the cream of the crop. So it's about 2,500 people, and it's a little bit larger than we've had in the past. And it just gives us an opportunity to up our game as well and change a little bit, modernize how we do our cruises because these are state-of-the-art venues. There's even one venue that's called the World Stage, which is a complete 360-degree video experience. So you're surrounded, you're sitting in the middle, the band is in the middle, and you're surrounded by 360 degrees of video screen. That's like our main showroom. So
Wow.
just a really, really beautiful ship, brand new, and it gives our guests for 2025 a completely new experience on a cruise ship.
So much amazing scenery. I mean, I've been to the Netherlands. I have not been to Norway and I've not been to Iceland. Do a lot of the cabins have the verandas, the big picture windows where you'll be able to see all this gorgeousness?
Right. Well, this is like, I don't know, I'm not sure if you've been to Alaska or some of these cruises
No.
go to these very beautiful, idyllic nature type of places. So consider the Norway and Iceland cruise kind of like Alaska on steroids. Everything, this venue, this cruise ship is designed specifically for this kind of thing, for whale watching and for beautiful vistas and gorgeous mountain scenery and fjords. That's what will be. We have three stops in Norway. We'll be in the Norwegian fjords, absolutely idyllic beauty. And then we have beautiful stops in Iceland as well. And it all begins in Rotterdam, which is part of the Netherlands, gorgeous city, very modern city,
Hmm.
Netherlands, and it ends in Reykjavik. And then we do it backwards, Reykjavik to Rotterdam. So if scenery and outdoor life and waterfalls and gorgeous nature and northern lights and
And
fjords.
midnight sun, though, right? At that time of year, midnight sun.
Yeah, we're not going to have. It's good news that the showrooms are indoors and you can't see out from the showrooms because otherwise
Right.
it's a
Okay.
little weird to be like beautiful broad daylight and doing a
Yeah.
show.
Wow. Okay. So Brandon from Catskillalano, he wants to know how often is there live music and do you get to hang out with the stars?
Live music is everywhere, every day depending on what we're doing that particular day. So if it's a port day, we usually get to the port around 7 o'clock in the morning and everybody gets off and does whatever they do. There's a lot of excursions. People can just get off and make their own day and travel around and go to lunch and see this and see that, the things that are important to them. And then everybody comes back onto the ship around, somewhere around 4 o'clock, 4:30, and we start our programming in the afternoon and goes to the wee hours of the night. People stay up late on this cruise, and there's always music going till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You have your favorite stars of the format of smooth jazz royalty, if you will, like Peter White and Rick Braun and Richard Elliott, Mindy Abair, and then you have a bunch of newer artists. That's it's one of the things that I love to do because I've been around so long. Is I love to nurture and champion newer artists in our world, and that's interestingly enough, that's what the core fans really walk away from when they get off the ship in this experience. That's what they take home with them is getting a chance to be exposed to these really talented newer artists on the scene. So if music is your thing and beauty is your thing, this is a really fun experience. And yes, everybody, all of our guests and all of our stars and our artists, we're all on vacation together. So there isn't this us and them thing. Once you step foot on the cruise, you're amongst friends. All the artists are your friends. We're all having this experience together, and the lines that normally separate us in our worlds, this, I do this and do this, all that stuff melts away. We're just one big happy family kind of cruising in the same direction for 1 week.
Wow. Okay, one more. Joan from Surrey.
Mhm.
Will I get to personally meet and spend time with Dave Koz?
Well, Joan from Surrey, consider this a yes from me. I'm going to be looking for you on our cruise next year.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. My favorite thing, I do my show and I appear in other people's shows and I host, which I love to do. But my favorite thing about being on this cruise is just walking around and being a fan and hanging out with our guests and having dinner with our guests and having a
Mm,
cocktail with our guests and then getting off the ship and exploring the beautiful port cities that we have with our guests. So
yeah.
again, we're all on vacation together,
Yeah.
and that's my favorite part is getting a chance to hang with you.
Well, I can say too, I know you well enough and long enough to know that you are that guy. There is no line between you and your fans. You're right there available all the time. And I'm sure on the ship even more so.
Oh, I love that. And concert experiences are great. And you go to a concert and for a couple of hours and you have that experience. Just imagine uh, doing that all day long for 7 days straight and really being immersed in the music and the musicians that you love and getting a chance to really hang with them. And that's really
Yeah.
what this experience is about. We're not the only cruise that's in the water. There's all kinds of different cruises. There's a theme cruise for pretty much every kind of music. But one thing that I love is our tagline, which is seeing the world together through music. That's been our
Hmm.
message from the very beginning. And we've been all over the world. We've taken our guests, some of whom come every year, some come every other year or every 3 years. But we've created this cruise family that is a palpable feeling. Like when you walk on that ship, even on the first day, you don't know anybody and you're amongst your family, your kin,
Yeah.
your people that you love. And that's the power of music, the power of music to bring people together.
And fun. You have a lot of kind of fun, crazy theme nights too, don't you?
We've had a lot of nutty evenings, and it's kind of like summer camp for adults. So we put my team and I put these nights together every year, and it's usually based on where we are, kind of influenced by where we are in the world. We've had 70s nights, we've had hometown heroes night, and people dress up like they're kids, gone in high school or junior high school, and I love on our theme nights walking out of my cabin and just seeing everybody dressed up. It's really, really fun. It's a fun experience. It gives everybody a chance to just let their hair down and enjoy the essence of life brought together through music.
So in 2025, I know on previous cruises you've had talent nights, nights when your cruisers, not the stars, but your actual cruise passengers are allowed to sort of jam or get up on stage and show their stuff. Is that going to happen in
Of course.
2025?
Of course, that's a hallmark of what we do every year. It's a passenger talent search. We call it So You Think You Can Jam. It has celebrity judges and a professional band, a backup band, and people have come on. They've played saxophone. We had an opera singer once. We had a tap dancer once. All different kinds of things. And the grand prize of the winner gets to open up a show on the main stage on the
Oh
last.
my. Have,
So it's
so
not
have you
just for the.
discovered like anybody that you would say really has it on your cruise, on any of your cruises?
We have there have been singers that this woman the opera singer that I mentioned she's a Dutch person and she came on with her husband, a young woman, and she just she took everybody's breath away when she did her
Wow.
audition. And then when she opened the show for us on the last night, you could hear a pin drop. It was absolutely beautiful. And the other thing is, it's so nice when people express their own musicality. It doesn't have to be in the lane of contemporary jazz or smooth jazz.
Sure. Yeah.
If you're talking about creating emotion and sharing your creativity with people, our guests really love that. And
Yeah.
she went on to become quite a famous opera singer in her. This is quite a number of years ago. She was with us, and she comes back every once in a while too. And she went on to become a pretty big opera singer in her
Wow.
native country.
Well, I want to tell you one story before we wrap this up. This past summer, we had some friends of friends staying here with us. So didn't know them very well. Get up in the morning, I made breakfast, and we were talking about music and cruises. And she said, "Oh, I've heard about this one cruise, and apparently there's this amazing live music all the time. And I don't know what it's called, but it's supposed to be just incredible." And I went, "Dave Koz cruise?" She goes, "That's it. That's it." I said, "Well, you know what they're doing this year? They're doing Netherlands, Norway, Iceland on a super luxurious." And she goes, "Really?" Literally, no word of a lie. Before we were done breakfast, she had booked her
Wow.
cabin
Wow.
on the second week.
Love
So
it.
her name is Lynn and her fiance Paul. They will be there with you the second week. And
Beautiful.
they are actually just getting married and huge music fans of all genre, but they are so excited about this cruise. And she said, I think they booked a veranda cabin and there were only a few left when they booked. So people have to get on this, right?
They do. We just have a few cabins left. We have two sailings. The first one is June 7th through the 14th. That's Rotterdam to Reykjavik. And then the 14th through 21st of June 2025 is Reykjavik to Rotterdam. And yes, we have just a few cabins left. We're very excited to be doing this promotion with the Wave. And you know that I wasn't born in Canada, but my whole entire family is Canadian, from Winnipeg, of all places. So I feel a particular kinship with the Canadian folks up north, and this is a really fun promotion to be able to do with you guys,
Well,
and we get some more Canadians. We love Canadians on our cruise, so that's why we're doing it. We want to get more Canadians because Canadians.
everybody loves Canadians. But we are thrilled. We're giving away another cruise this week. Well, we're starting the promotion this week, and I'm sure that we are going to have a lot of people wanting to get in on this. But I think the way to really get in on is book the cabin, right? And have an experience like really of a lifetime, and especially on this gorgeous ship.
Well, we're really looking forward to it. This is, for me, Iceland is one of those bucket list places. It is considered the most popular destination for cruising because of its beauty, because of the raw
Wow.
beauty of Iceland and also Norway. So
Yeah.
I personally wanted to do this cruise for a long time, and it's just about, which year we do it in. It finally happened for 2025, and I'm excited, very excited and grateful to host all of our guests as always, because when you're talking about people's vacation time, of course there's money involved. You spend your money on your cabin and this experience, but giving us musicians your time, because you could
Mm.
spend your vacation anywhere. So that's
Hmm.
why we want to always over deliver on the experience, to give our guests who decide to vacation with us an experience that they will never forget. And that's what we're going to do in 2025.
And that's what I've heard you do every year. All right. Thank you, Dave Koz Cruise. Get to your website, right?
That's right.
DaveKoz.com.
You can
Or
find it.
we've
Yeah,
got
Dave.
it all on our website too, wave983.fm. We'll
And
get
Dave
you to
Koz,
Dave. He'll
yeah,
get you on the ship.
DaveKozCruise.com is the direct website, or you can find it through my website, DaveKoz.com, and or the Waves website. Whatever way you choose, we appreciate it, your interest, and look forward to seeing you on board.
All right. Thank you, Dave Koz.
Thank you too. Great to see you, Vic.